who is going to be live with me today, who is online waiting for, for you guys to come on. Let us talk about this explosive interview with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. They had an interview with Oprah yesterday, and it's what I would call, it's mind-blowing. It's unbelievable, and above all, is the height of racism we have seen in recent times. So who is on? Who is there? Who is live to chat with me? Well, the number to join me today on WhatsApp, you can call in on my WhatsApp number. Call me on +447 958 02 3078. Please join me live. Let's do a little chit chat today. The WhatsApp number once more is 447 958 02 3078. Please join me. He's online? Yeah, I can see somebody online right now. What's your thoughts? What do you think? Come on live. Let's do this. And by the way, today is our International Women's Day, so I'm gonna say Happy International Women's Day to all the women across the globe. How are you guys doing? How are you feeling it? How is it being celebrated where you are? I'm gonna say hi everybody. Join me. Yes, I have a lot of people coming in now. Join me. What's your thoughts? Call me. I'm not gonna be the only one doing the talking today. Call me. My WhatsApp number is open to the public. Please call it. And I'm also waiting for Mimi to call in too, because this interview is worth discussing. Is what people looking into and seeing what racism and mental health especially at which level it can be practiced. Nobody could have thought that racism is something you can find in the royal home. I didn't really think it will be that serious until after this explosive interview. The interview revealed a lot, about our the British Royal Palace. There was a lot said. I actually covered the interview, but the NBC and Facebook would not let the video to be aired because of copyright sake. So yes, come on live. I'm waiting for calls. What's your thoughts? Let's discuss. What's your thoughts? I have Esther live. Esther, what's your thoughts? Patrick, what's your thoughts? Come on live. Let's see. And I'm waiting for calls too. Who's gonna be my first caller today? Don't forget the number one more time is 4+447. Call me on WhatsApp is +447 958 02 WhatsApp call only, please. All right. More people should come in. What's your thoughts about the explosive interview with Oprah that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had with Oprah? What's your thoughts? Yes, I have Miss Lucy. Hi, Mama. How you doing? Yes, Miss Lucy said, I hope you know that that's her own side of the story. Yes, of course, we know that there's always another side of every story. But from experience and from history, is the royal house never, they don't come out that much to even speak. So we are not going to hear much from them. That is the truth. So I would say, they say he that wears the shoe knows where it pinches him or her. So she has been there. She was the one with the experience, and she came out to tell us, hey, this is what happened to us. So, and she's not just saying that alone. She had her husband, Pick your line. My line is on. My line is on. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna call you back. Let's see. Okay. Hello. Hello. From experience and from history, the royal house never, they don't come out that much to speak. So hi, Mimi. Can you hear me? We are not going to hear much from them. Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, okay. Okay, I have Patrick online, but I can hear myself on the background. Can you turn down the volume of your Can you hear me? I should not just say that it is low. I can hear you now. Yes, can you turn down the volume of your phone, because I can hear myself on the background. Okay, Mimi, please call back. The line is open, please. I'm sorry for that. It was on our vibration, so I was talking and didn't notice that you just called. So please call back. Yes, I was answering Miss Lucy's opinion. She said it's one side of the story, which is true. It's one side of the story, but hey, she was not sitting down there alone. She had the prince with her. Sorry, she had the prince with her. So I would say at least 50% of the story should be true, because the prince is there and he has been in the royal house all his life. Meghan was just there for just 2-3 years. So who will be in the better shoes to tell us what is going on there? But the part that really got me concerned is the part of racism, even in the royal house. So okay, I'm trying to call back. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Mimi. How are you doing?
Who is this?
This is Julie. This is Julie on Julie TV.
Hiya, Julie.
How you doing, ma'am? How you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah. I'm very well. Can you speak up a little bit louder so that the audience can hear you clear?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so what do you think? Yeah. What do you think about this explosive interview with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry?
To start with, I'm really pissed off when people call it explosive. What is explosive then? You know that the interview is coming.
Okay.
You know what you've done. You know definitely she's going to speak up. So I don't see a force why people should call that explosive.
Because we didn't expect her to spill. We didn't expect her to spill that much. She spilled a lot. She said a lot. She revealed a lot. You understand? The sorry to cut you, the royal, the royal palace of the British royal palace has a way of being very secrecy. And even if you're there, it's difficult for you to speak out, even when the truth is there. you know. But for her to come out the way she did, and not just coming out, with Harry backing her up, that's why it looks a little bit, you know, we feel, wow, this is too much. You understand?
Well, Harry obviously didn't want the second story to repeat itself again.
Sure.
History to repeat itself back.
Yes.
I'm really not understanding why people cannot actually see this thing from the point of view Meghan is trying to. And some people are asking her, who said that? Who said that? Who was it? It doesn't freaking matter who said it. The most important thing is that there has been a racial comment. Yeah. Whether it's an individual or the institution, we should be talking about the point, not who said it. People want Meghan to tell us who said it particularly. It doesn't really matter. The content, we should base on the content, not actually to know who said it. You know, I was watching Loose Women this morning. I got very upset. Yeah. Oh, she's not saying who said it. What does that freak me? It doesn't really matter. What matters is what she's been through. Yeah. What she's trying to tell us that happened to her. You know? Yeah. I mean, I don't just get people. I don't just get it. Social media has really turned to something else. Even you see things happening in front of you, you don't just want to admit it. That is how they sent this girl to her Eric grave. What's her name? Caroline. She couldn't take anymore. She committed suicide. Yeah. She couldn't take it because they were taking out of her, and she couldn't really take it anymore. Unfortunately, the boyfriend that was supposed to be there for her was even the one that even went, turned against her, and she couldn't take it anymore. Yeah. All she could do was to take her life straight on. Yeah. Yeah. And that's exactly what they want to drive this girl to. Yeah. But I think, thank God, Harry was there. Harry was the man of the day. Yes. Harry knew what was going to happen. He knew what exactly happened to her mom. Yeah. He has to take his family and run. And I don't blame him for that. Yeah. And you see, William, I'm so upset with William not sticking up for her younger brother. This is your younger brother. You know what he has been through. You know the trauma he passed when he lost his mom. But absolutely. Like, they didn't even give them chance to grieve. These people are human beings. Give them chance to grieve. They lost their mom. Yeah. You know, one thing I noticed about the royal family. Mimi, one thing I've noticed about the royal family is the level of secrecy over there. I would even say is, to me, this is my personal opinion. It looks more of courtesy, it looks more of, there's a lot hidden that, we on the outside, we don't understand. So, and, there are points he made, because I'm trying to draw my point from what Harry said. He talked about being trapped. And Oprah said, how would a prince be trapped in his own palace? You understand? So if somebody like him talked about being trapped, then what about people on the outside like us? They seem happy. While they come out with, with their face and the plastic smile, and they're waving to everybody, and we all feel, oh, this is a perfect life. This is everybody's dream. So if somebody like that comes out to say, I'm trapped, then what about us on the outside? To be quite honest, I'm not surprised, because if you go back to listen to Diane's interview, yes, which I did, exactly the same thing. The more I look at Diane, I see Harry. The more I look at exactly Harry. when Diane was asked, do you think you're gonna be a queen? He simply she was straightforward. The answer was no. I'm not gonna. I want to be a queen for people. He wants to be a queen of how did she put it? I want to be a queen in people's hearts, in this country. Yeah. And the interviewer was like, what do you mean? He said, because they see me as a threat. Yeah. They see me as an outsider. Yeah. They feel that I'm a threat. And he said, why do you feel like that? He said, because I'm a strong woman.
Yeah.
And any strong woman who's actually passed, any strong woman that's really a strong woman will know that is the same path.
Yeah.
You know, because you're strong might mean where she's strong. Why is she strong?
Yeah.
What is making her strong? Where is she taking her boldness to? That was Diane's interview.
Yeah. Now, now,
you know what I mean? I pitied Meghan though, because I knew all these things are going to come out.
Yeah, but
racism
that's
is in our food, staring us in our front, in our office. When you react, you become an aggressive woman.
Yes, another black,
because
another
you're trying
angry
to fight
black
for your
woman.
right. Because you're trying to show that you can do better.
Yeah.
They will all label you. Oh, she's very aggressive.
Apart from that, they will say angry black woman.
You know, exactly. Sometimes in my office, I see myself withholding back.
Yeah.
Even though I knew that what they're saying is wrong, because you can't come out. As soon as you come out, they will gang up against you, and the next thing she's very aggressive.
We will go back to that. We'll go back to that. The racism part of this whole interview. We'll go back to it. But what I want to ask you, because I noticed that your reaction immediately you saw the video. I noticed that your reaction, which was also as a black person, I also reacted like that. But my question now is, Meghan Markle. Meghan is, with her status as an actress, with her public figure, one would think that she should have been prepared, you understand, to step into this shoe. She should have been able to absorb the shocker, you understand. So at what point do you think she was broken?
Listen, yeah, I wouldn't deny that she don't know a little bit about the inside of what she's getting herself into.
Yeah.
But the shocking part of it is, I think it's got to do with her freedom. Remember, she said, "Oh, I can't remember the last time I saw my car key.
Mm-hmm.
I was shedding tears."
Yeah.
Immediately, I started crying. Do you know the gravity of that statement?
Yeah.
You don't even know where your passport is?
Yes.
By law.
Going out 2 times in 4 months.
A passport is a personal thing. If I'm going on the way and the police stop me and I have another passport in me, that's a big offense.
Yeah.
Because they turned that to be a personal possession. A passport was stripped of you, your car key was stripped of you. I don't think she was prepared for that. And that is the problem.
So who would you blame? Because
she knows there's some rules she's going to follow.
Definitely.
She knows there's some lines she needs not to cross. She knows all that. She knows that when you go to see a queen, there's a special way you bow down. There's a way you carry yourself. All those ones she knew. But
she claimed in the interview that she was not even informed or taught on how to do those things. She was just left alone.
Exactly.
She was just left alone.
Exactly.
They didn't tell her nothing. She has to Google everything to be able to understand how the system works.
That she should do anyway, even before getting into the house.
Yeah.
That I'm not saying. But what I'm saying is that what she didn't know, and let us not try to throw stone, it will happen to any of us, is the amount of restriction that she might have when she gets there. Come on.
Yeah.
Taking your passport off you, taking your car keys off you, it's like taking my phone away from me for the rest of the day. I will go mad. You understand what I mean? It's like coming into a house and someone says,
for a regular person,
can you hand in back your phone? You're not allowed to contact anybody from the outside.
Mimi, on the contrary, on that your point, I will not quite agree with you, because you and I, we are just regular people. You understand? We're just regular people. We are not royals, at least we are not in the royal house. So, but she was going in there knowing quite all right there are gonna be lots of rules, you know. Probably
So
that
now taking your passport away from you is like taking your freedom away.
she knows that. I think I believe she should know that.
I would take it.
The only part I didn't like was her not being able to, you know, mix up. They were not able to educate her more on, you know, what goes on there. This is how things are done. So this, she was just.
That's another thing. I mean, that's a biggie.
Yeah.
All right, that's a biggie. Even if, as a normal person, you're getting married to your family or something like that, your mother-in-law normally comes out, show you around, tell you how things being done, and all that. You know?
Yeah.
So at that side, they failed 100%.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
she
feel
had a full
training.
She
was not welcome.
Months before even she comes down to UK or something like that. But that's not even part of it. Another one that is driving me mad is when it came out from the news that Meghan made Kate to cry 3 days to her wedding.
Yeah, it was all over the news.
It was all over the news. Whereas it was the other way around.
Yeah, she said it.
Where is that protection Meghan is crying for? Kate, you made Meghan cry 3 days before her wedding. But the press turned it over, you know, bullied Meghan for months and months and months regarding this issue. Kate, not even in one interview, stood up and said, that's not the right thing. That's not what happened. Even the institution themselves.
Yeah. And
where's this man? This man in UK that normally carries Meghan up and down. What's his name again? The IT Good Morning Britain. What's his? What am I doing with his name? You know, this guy he like interview people quite very often, and what's his name? He's a friend to Simon Cowell.
Okay.
What's his name? Come on. He's always on the Meghan's case.
Well,
when I remember his name.
Another thing I want us to look at. Another thing. Do you think, who do we blame for the fail, for their, you know, that made them leave the royal? Is it the British tabloid or the?
I blame the Queen. I blame the Queen.
What's your reason?
Because the Queen has got the power to change and unchange things. I blame.
But you heard her say that even the Queen is being, you know, before she takes decision, there are, you know, certain group of people who will tell her what and what not to do. So it's not like she's a sole, you know, decision taker. You understand what I mean?
Like
she needs to seek for.
For me, I don't think that the Queen has acted. I mean, you defend your children. What is it called? The dad, Harry's dad as well. I don't think he's done a very good job.
No, I wasn't expecting much from him, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting much. Looking down the memory lane, I don't expect much from him. He doesn't know better.
Is there any law in that institution? Is there any law in that institution that tells you not to pick your child's call? Is there? No.
You know, they kept saying
you can't leave your personal money.
You know, they kept saying something like the institution. So, and I'm looking at it, it's like, are we having a case of the Queen is just the figure, but there are a group of people who makes the decisions, you know, that guides the place? It's true, because they kept saying the institution. You have to go back to the institution. You have to go back to the institution to ask if you need to even see the Queen. I'm sorry, you are in the UK. I think you understand it more better than we do, because I don't understand. Before you have to go and meet the institution. Before you go and seek for help, even if you're sick or even speak, you need to go and meet the institution. Before you cough, you need to ask the institution, and if they say no, you dare not cough. So that's where people.
Okay. What about the suicide thing?
Yeah,
what
we're gonna go down to that. We're gonna discuss on that. We're gonna discuss on that. We're gonna talk about that.
What about seeking for help? What about these mental programs that they go out and tell people that, you know, mental health is real. Yeah. This is what you have to do. You have to do.
Now, let's look at the mental health, her mental health. No, she spoke about it, and I know I have talked a little bit on, you know, mental health. To be honest, Mimi, I don't know if you watched one of my videos on mental health disorder, and why I want to a little bit elaborate on it is because, you know, when you tell a regular person, go and check your mental health. Are you hearing me? Mimi, are you hearing me? When you tell a regular person, go and check your mental health, the next thing you hear is, do I look like a crazy person? So it's something people don't believe that mental health is real, especially with somebody like Meghan, you know, a princess, coming out to say, you know, she had mental health issues as a result of what she was passing through. You understand? And they didn't even care. They didn't even care that this lady, let's listen to her. Let's see, how can we help her? You understand? Let's listen to her. Let's see how we can help her. So it was quite, you know, shocking for people like us to believe, that, you know, Meghan, being in the royal home, can also suffer mental health. You know? Are you still there, Mimi?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you still there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I want to say something about the mental issue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is my advice for anyone that is a public figure, celebrities, anyone that has to do with public eyes. Because this social media, not social media, paparazzi, those people can do and undo. So my suggestion on that, for celebrities, keep your mental health in check.
Right.
Always keep your mental health in check. Right?
Right.
If you look at it, majority of our celebrities, they don't die after sickness because they have the money to take care of themselves. They can buy any policy a medical policy that they want. Mm-hmm. But what did they end up doing? They died by overdose of drugs. Overdose of, what is it called? Cocaine.
Yeah.
Either they are overdosed by cocaine or that they enter the bath and kill themselves. Why? Why?
Because they've been trying to deal with it secretly for a long time. They've been trying to deal with it on their own for a long time.
Exactly. Because their life is in public eyes.
Yeah.
That's why in this social media, you hardly see me banter with anybody. Because you will see a lot of people that are even, when you check their profile, you can't even imagine speaking to that person when you see that person on the road. But they hide behind their keyboard, killing souls with what they can write.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes it looks like they're on a suicide mission. Sometimes some of them look like they're on a suicide mission. What I call silence.
They are. When you have to write something, and you don't think about the impact on the other person, you are a killer.
Yeah.
You can't just hide behind the keyboard and write nonsense. You know? So,
that also tells you the state at which the person is at that point, because an unhappy person cannot make you happy. So if I'm unhappy and I go and I view your page, you're happy, I want you to share a little bit. You know, they said, they put that says, sadness begetteth sadness. So I want you to feel what I feel. You understand? Not even though you are not the cause of my problem. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the allegation that they brought up about Meghan, what is it called? Bullying their staff.
Yeah.
It happens. I'm not saying she did it, but what I'm trying to say, I have kids, yes?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're stressed and your child comes to you, money, 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 money. Sometimes it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Either
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you could stop another by the corner. And I'm like, me Grace, I'm on top. Like, and do something, give me some time. No. Happened. I'm just surprised that week 4.
Okay. Now, Mimi, let us talk about. Let us discuss on this racism. That is where it concerns the both of us. That's why we're here. That's why I'm live. You understand? That's why I'm decided to be live.
Everything about Meghan concerns me. It's not about the racism. It's their mental health.
Everything concerns us, but you know, the one that hits the wall, the why it looks so explosive was when she talked about racism. Even Oprah, she was wild. Me, I was like, huh? Even in the royal house, because and see, Mimi, let me tell you something. Mimi, let me tell you something. Do you know what I was at that point? Do you know what I said to myself? I was like, even Meghan looks like a white girl to me. She doesn't even look like black to me. Yes, she's in. Even when she's in their midst, even in their midst.
I didn't even know she had a black parent until when the media here, UK media started carrying it.
Exactly, until Meghan.
Let me read about this girl. You know?
No, until. Listen, I've been watching her movies. I never knew, Mimi. I've been watching her movies. I never knew Meghan was even black to start with. It was, I think, shortly before her marriage to Harry that I got to know. Then I saw her mom and everything. Then her father. She's a biracial child. You understand? Then you look at it, and these people are worried about the skin color of her children. Meghan is biracial to start with, so there's no way those kids are not even going to be that black, even if they are black. Because I'm looking at Meghan and then I'm looking at myself. It's like, oh, if Meghan can be criticized, what about people like us? We are doomed. It's not even about being. It's not even being about. I know it's not even about being like as long as they can criticize Meghan. I don't know what they will feel about us. You know, assuming somebody like, you know, me, I came in there with my darker skin, it would have been worse, because Meghan to me even look more like them. She's a biracial child, so she looks more like them. We felt at least that should be a little, you know, cover for her a little bit. But yet these people were concerned with.
Listen, they're saying, we're trying to fight racism in UK, blah, 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 blah. That is absolutely bullshit. Nonsense. Because it's never going to go away.
No, I think it's a canker worm.
It's never going to go away.
It's a canker worm.
And you know what I mean? What is it called? The alien will start black women, black people to recognize. It's never going to go away. Find your corner wherever you are. You know, I don't say the violence, obviously.
It's almost like we're begging for acceptance. Mimi, it's like almost like we're begging, oh, take us, we are black, just take us the way we are. It's almost like we are begging to be recognized. We are begging to be accepted. We are begging. We are human beings like that. There's no difference apart from just that skin color.
No. Britain is full of that. For example, when a grown Nigerian born Britain is running, for example, running for an Olympic, it becomes a British. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It's got 3 medals. It's got 4 medals. They're never going to call the You see how people taking it. When it's good thing, it's a British. When it's a bad thing, oh, it's Africa. It's Asian born Britain. You know?
Yeah. So Mimi.
Should not be allowed to even say.
Mimi.
If it's a British, it's a British.
Mimi.
Yes,
now, why would they take away the title from Archie? That's Harry's son. Why would they take away his title? Why would they take away security from him? Is it because he's black, or is it because he's of a black mother, or is it that I don't know? Whether
it's a black, white, or this thing, it doesn't really matter. If William's children are getting security,
so why not?
Harry's children should get security. Simple as that.
Yes.
However, I meant to understand from Meghan that it was a law written by Henry VIII or Henry III or Henry V. I couldn't remember which of the Henrys.
Okay.
However, if they said they're not going to give the security due to what is written on their institutional book or whatever you call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're not going to give him a title, entitlement. It means that William, as the first son, right?
Yeah.
The children of William, as the first, according to the book, will get obviously protection, get a name and all that. But say William, Harry, and maybe Harry's sister, for example.
Yeah.
From Harry downwards, say they are 3 or 4. None of them children will get a title until their father sits on the throne.
Oh.
Understandable. You understand? That's what the book says.
Okay.
And I hope I'm correct because this is there.
Yeah.
And that's what the book says. That is okay. But what is not okay is asking Harry or getting worried about his skin color.
And even taking away Harry's protection. Because if Harry had security, then the family somehow.
Forget about tax people money.
Yeah.
But loyalty, Harry is a friend.
Of course.
That can never
be taken away from
Some
him.
people are saying, Meghan don't want for you family. She give back the title. The title was given to her because she's married to Harry.
Yes.
It's simple as that. It's got nothing to do with royalty. It's got nothing to do with a monarch or whatever you guys call it. It's something that they cannot take away from Harry. Harry is a friend. Automatically, her wife becomes a princess.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Unless they want to tell us that the English that they wrote, they told us the story they told us is now life. So I don't understand why people go deep personally. It's as simple as that. Meghan can only drop that title if he divorces Harry.
She said she doesn't even care about it. She said she doesn't even care about it because Meghan is Meghan. Who doesn't know? I knew Meghan before she got to the royal. She has a name already that is working for her.
Do you remember on the interview that Harry said they told her that Meghan should continue being an actress because they don't have money to pay her? You remember?
Yeah.
Harry saying that?
I heard something like that. Yeah,
they don't have money to pay Meghan. At the beginning, and you guys told me that there's nothing like racism.
And at the end of the day, the same people, the same set of people still went back to tell Meghan to tune it down. That she's all over. She's all over. Tune it down. At least 50%.
She hasn't even been out of the house for the last 12 months.
She said twice in 4 months. Twice in 4 months. That was really trapped. The girl, man, the girl was really trapped in that place. Really, really trapped in that place. I would say that I don't think she was really prepared enough for what is to come. You understand? Because if you watch Diana's interview, look down memory lane to what
Diana's. I was really glad I wake up to follow that your life. Facebook muted it at the
immediately. Yeah,
last
my Facebook took me out.
When
YouTube shut me down. Instagram shut me down because I was there. I was watching it. I wanted to go live, but because I needed to edit some stuff, so I had to, immediately I put it up. They blocked me. They were like, "This is for NBC."
No, I was lucky to watch it. So, and as soon as Harry got on, and they asked him, did they sidelight the quick? And Harry said, no. I think that's the point I got up to. And Facebook just muted the whole interview. I was fuming.
Yeah. Yeah. Even when
I tell my friends, oh, it's been aired. Oh, go to this link. They couldn't find it. Wow. It was so silly.
Yeah.
They muted the whole thing.
Okay. Now
I'm gonna go pick my son up.
Thank you so much. I quite appreciate your time with me, Mimi. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It's all right.
Have a beautiful day. Let me get somebody else online. All right.
Thank you.
So guys,
bye.
Yeah, you're welcome. So guys, I still have few minutes to be with you guys. I have the number. I'm called my WhatsApp number. I have +447 958023073. Call in. What's your thought on the interview with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry? What's your thoughts? The interview had a lot. It had to talk about loneliness. She said she was very lonely while she was there because most of the time she was left alone. Hi, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Who am I speaking with?
How are you?
I'm good, and you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. What are you doing?
I'm good. I'm on my Facebook Live. What's your name, please?
Oh, okay. My name is Kalani. Is your name?
Kalani?
Is your name? What is your name?
Yeah, where are you calling from?
I'm from Pakistan. And you?
This is Jolie on Jolie TV. I'm a Nigerian living in America.
Yeah.
So you are did you hear what we've been discussing about? Sorry? Are you calling to contribute to what we are discussing about right now?
Maybe I talk to video FaceTime.
All right. Please call in +447 958023073 is the number, the WhatsApp call number to get on the program. I have Christy. Hi Christy, how are you doing? I have Judith. How are you doing, ma'am? I appreciate your, staying tuned with me. Please call. I'm waiting for calls to join me. So, we talked about loneliness. So, she said she was lonely all throughout the time. She was not allowed to see anybody, not allowed to even have a drink or, a cup of coffee with her friends. Each time she needs to do anything like, talk to people, she had to go get permission from the institution. They only know who constitutes the constitution, as what she said, what she called it. Then she talked about suicide, her thought of trying to commit suicide, because at that point she said she had been telling them about her mental health. She needs to get help. She needs to get out to get help. Nobody was listening. There's nothing they can do for her. They took away her protection. They took away even, her right to talk. So, she could not take it that much. So she had thoughts of suicide. She had thought of not even being alone was a thing of concern for her, because she don't know what she could do to herself at that point. So, and she spoke at length about racism, which we have been discussing about, the royal house, worried about the color, the skin tone of her babies, be it a boy, be it a girl. They were worried about the skin color. So which is, to me, the height of racism. And I'm wondering if this can be practiced at the royal level, what will happen to people like us? And again, Nigeria and Africa is a continent that depends on the British to speak for us, to safeguard us. These are people we cry to. And here we are, somebody in that house complaining. So I don't know if you know where I'm driving at, but hey. And she said something about royal secret. Of course, we know there's going to be a lot of, royal secret, which that has been there before she came in. So it's not surprising to me. It's not surprising to me. So she, as an outsider and a person of color, she might not be 100% trusted with secrets going on in that in the royal palace. Then she talked about mental health. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, welcome to Jolie TV Live. I'm Jolie. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm very well, very, very well. Where are you calling from? Nigeria, I suppose.
I'm good. I'm calling from America.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like American. that sounds like an Igbo man to me. Okay, so you have you been listening to our discussion today? And what's your thoughts?
All right. Basically, I think the British institution, the British monarchy, is a very, very old institution. You can akin it with maybe our oldest traditional stool in Nigeria, for instance.
What?
You see, those things, monarchy is always built around customs and traditions. And each time you want to effect any change or find yourself as an alien within that system, within such monarchy, you first of all notice cultural shock.
Yeah.
First of all, the system will try to, cogitate you out because you do not belong there. So, yeah. And that's how it is. So, basically, I think what she has just experienced is a clear case of not fitting in within a system. And like every human being, you will still experience that level of rejection. However, there's still hope. I mean, Princess Diana went through a lot, and in the end, she died in the process. And that's because at some point, she started learning and started understanding what the system and how the system really works. So I think Meghan and Harry did understand, because he was with his mom all through her trial periods, and so he understood what exactly Meghan was going into. So I don't know at what point, maybe she wasn't briefed, or maybe the love was so blind that she didn't.
She said,
or she didn't understand that I was going to conquer all of that.
She said she was not.
Whatever she experienced is part of life.
Sir, she said she was not briefed, she was not educated, she was not trained to fit in. She said it categorically, and she was taught nothing. She practically had to Google everything to be able to understand, even their national anthem. She was not shown how to sit. As a royal, you know how to sit, you know how to hold glass of wine glass. You need to know how to talk. You need to know what to say and what not to say. You need to know your boundary. You need to know who. She said she was not, she was not put through on all that. You understand? So she had to learn on her own. And even when she decided to,
I don't know to what extent that can be proved.
Is
Because I know that for every monarchy there is a monarchical system that tries to anybody that is not part of that monarchy to teach you and bring you up to speed. So if she was rejected from day one, we are yet to know and understand what exactly and how those things really played out behind the scenes. However, those are lessons learned. At least for any other person that wants to go into the royal family, they would have learned one or two lessons and understand that, it's not business as usual.
not all that
The
glitters.
British monarchy is even enshrined in the British Constitution. So it's not something you wake up one morning and want to change. You just adapt or you ship off.
But what we expected, like me, let me speak for myself. I expected that Meghan, being a person of color, you understand, being an American which is different culture, I expected that should be treated a little bit different because, hey, she's of a different, from coming from a different country, coming in her own world, I expected that they should have been able to, teach her a lot, carry her along, because she said her greatest regret was she was promised security and she was not given. They promised her and they failed. They lied to her. There was a lot of.
She should understand something. She's not more racial, or she's not more racially inclusive than Diana. And Diana went through all she went through, even being as a white girl. So, I mean, if Diana can go through all of that, I'm sure she knew what she was getting into. So it's an experience she has to live with, and I'm sure they'll find a way around it. Because first of all, right now they have to look for how to survive outside that palace.
Yeah, no, they are doing great. Trust me, they are doing great. They are doing great. What we are looking at is, for history not to repeat itself, like Harry said. Harry's fear was history not being able to repeat itself, because he watched his mother died. It's the same storyline. You understand? If you watch the facial expression of Harry and Meghan, you can still trace it back to the same facial expression for Diana during her interview. Then it was still the same feeling. It was still the same fear. I remember Diana saying that she was a threat to them because they felt she does things differently. She was outspoken for their liking. You understand? And now you are bringing in an actress, an American for that, who is coming from a free nation. You are bringing her to I don't know, to trap her. Let me use their word, to trap her. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be one day thing. So I just felt that they should have been able to find a way to understand her more, to accommodate her a little bit, because she was willing to learn. She said in her letter, she told them she was willing to learn and she was willing to work with them full time. She was willing to leave her career, leave her life to be in the royal house. But she was not given that opportunity to, to even, it was like, oh, hey, you are here.
I guess, but I guess whatever she experienced, she first of all took the first bold step of love, and felt in her heart that love is going to conquer everything.
Yeah.
And that, love was so strong that it was enough for her, to get all the security and everything she needed.
Yeah.
However, things are played out differently. Because, from day one, she was cut off of everything, and she needed to learn the rules herself. Another bridge that was supposed to be for her was her husband.
Yeah.
He was supposed to bridge the gap of this cultural shock for her.
He tried. He tried. Look,
we are not there. We didn't know whether he tried or not.
According to the interview, what our discussion now,
for just to safeguard his family.
Sir.
And that sacrifice, I see, is enough. But it has alienated them from the royal family now, and that's a big problem.
No, I don't think,
Besides,
for
that's
me,
the
I don't think that's a
inheritance.
problem. I don't think that's a problem, because if you listen to Harry's side of the story, it was not much different from what Meghan was saying. It was the same. They both experienced it. The only difference is that Harry said he has been trapped for a long time. He said even his father is trapped, his brother is trapped. So he has been there for a long time to let us know what is going on. And he spilled. He said it. You understand? So for him, he said, I don't want history to repeat itself. The only thing he could do was what? Take his family out, protect his family, which is what he did. He protected his family and take them out of that toxic environment, which was almost leading the wife to suicide. So for me, there shouldn't be any regret. The only thing my only fear is, let this love be strong enough to carry them, years to come. That's the only fear. If not, they'll be fine. They're fine. They're doing great, and they're making money too in the United States. So they'll be fine. Hello?
I'm here.
All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. I want to take another call before I call it a day. Thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution. You're welcome. All right, guys. I just want to take one more call, then I'll call it a day. Don't forget what we are discussing today is Oprah's interview with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. I think somebody's calling back again. Let me see. Hi, okay guys, this is Jolie on Jolie TV Live today. I'm sure they... Okay. Hello. All right. Mimi said, I'm sure the last caller, the caller did not watch the interview. Yeah, but maybe he is one of those that watched a little bit of my post and before it was muted. Like I said, I tried my best to put it up for everybody to see. I put it on YouTube. YouTube blocked me. I put it on Instagram. Instagram, fizzled it out. I put it on Facebook. Facebook say, hey, this is a copyright. They mute it out. So the interview is still there, but it's been muted. Okay, guys, we're gonna call it a day today. So, or we're gonna have one more caller. If not, we will call it a day. But it's the discussion is simple. It's simple. The interview was simple, clear enough for us to understand. And like one of the writers said, that this is one side of the story. Yes, there is always another side to every story, but we are looking at it and we're saying, if the prince is there, then at least 90% of the story should be true. Okay, so I'm gonna have one more caller. Yeah, one more caller. So we believe that what they are saying is true. Hello?
Hello.
How are you doing, sir? Who am I speaking with, sir?
I promise to call for you. Honorable Patrick.
Hello.
Your name is what?
Honorable Patrick.
Oh, Honorable Patrick. Honorable Patrick. Thank you for calling in today.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing good too.
Yeah. So you've been listening to our discussion. What's your thoughts? Very quickly, sir.
You said,
Have you been listening to our discussion our live discussion?
I don't know the topic right now.
Oh wow, that means you are not live. I'm actually live on your Facebook. We are discussing about
Life.
yes.
What are you discussing?
we're talking about the interview with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry yesterday with Oprah. So we are talking about the issues raised during the interview. Okay, but I will advise you to maybe go back and watch the video or the live video so that you can understand better.
Let me go and watch it so I will make my own comments.
All right, I quite appreciate your call.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your followership. Thank you so much, sir.
Too, I appreciate you so much for feeding us with your news.
Thank you so much.
You are here with us in Nigeria.
I'm there. I mean, I'm in Nigeria. They say once in Nigeria, you can never.
You are there in spirit. You are there in spirit.
Yeah, I'm there. No, I'm carrying Nigeria like this, like I'm a Nigerian. If you know me before now, I used to carry Nigeria now, but now I'm about to drop it because it's very heavy.
You do got some news before us.
Yes,
You got
because
some news before us. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, that's what I do for a living. So,
Okay.
all right. Thank you so much, Honorable Emeka, right?
Okay, Patrick.
Honorable
Okay,
Patrick, I'm sorry. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Please don't forget to follow us on YouTube too. We're on YouTube, Jolie TV Global. Don't forget to follow us there. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. We will talk about it, we'll talk about everything that concerns the society and our well-being. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay. I think Mimi is trying to call back again. All right, guys. I will be calling it a day very soon because. Hi, Mimi. How you doing, ma'am?
Hello?
Hi, ma'am. How you doing?
Take this. Hello, Joy. Are
Yeah.
you still on
Yes, I'm still on it,
are you
but
still on the air?
yeah, I'm still on air, but about to round up.
Alright, I think
few minutes. Go ahead,
yeah, I
ma'am.
think what I just want to say is a lot of callers who actually called, I don't think they've actually listened,
Yeah.
listen to the interview. And I just want to make reference with your, I think the last, second to the last person that called,
Okay.
that he's saying, oh, we're not sure. You're hearing it from the horse's mouth, and you're still saying you're not sure. Where then do you want to? How then do you want? Who do you want to hear from again? Because from all I know that the royals are not gonna
You're not gonna
even
speak.
try to come and defend anything at all.
Yeah.
That has been their way. So where else do you want to hear the truth?
Yeah.
He keeps saying, oh, she said that, but we don't know if it's the truth. That's a very wrong impression, except if you haven't watched the interview.
No, most people are still saying that this is one side of the story, A lot of people are saying this is one side of the story. A lot will come out,
How could you say it's one side of the story? But
Yeah, Mimi, I listened to an interview earlier today.
No, all the swine, they have blasted Meghan because Meghan couldn't speak, and defend himself at that time.
She's an American. She will speak.
Defend herself.
They forgot she's an American and she will speak. That's the mistake they're making. They forgot that this girl is an American first, so she will speak. You understand? How long are you going to keep her quiet? So
I think what Meghan and Oprah did was to take all the questions, all the allegations that has been, hammered Meghan ever since.
yes.
And then she took it one after the other, asking them back that same question or that same allegation that they have actually placed put on her all this while. I don't think that was any new question, made up. And I'm sure if this allegation of bullying was to come out before they had that interview, I am 100% sure Oprah will also bring it up.
Yeah.
Because what Oprah did was to look at the media and, starting to build her question around all these accusations.
Yeah, she did a great job.
They have the level against
Oprah did
her.
a great job.
And then it's her time to defend herself. So I don't get it when people say, oh, it's still one-sided story. No, it's not. No, it's not one-sided story. You guys have bashed this girl front and back. And this is her reaction for everything that she has been through. She wanted the public to know her own point of view. And now you're still saying, oh, that's one-sided story. When all these media that were going about saying things about her, did any of you come up and defend it and say, oh, this is just one-sided story. Let's wait and hear from Meghan. No, none of you did that. And now all these British people are coming on and say, oh, it's one-sided. It's not fucking sorry, I shouldn't use that word. It's not anything one-sided story at all. Because at the end of the day, they started it. She wanted to clear her name. She came up to give those answers for what we have been asking for. And now everybody has come back to say, oh, it's one-sided story. How is it one-sided story? So when you say that they silenced the queen.
Mimi,
no,
there's one question I forgot to ask you the last time you called was the liaison between the British tabloid and the British and the royals. You know, there's this. She said something about them cooperating. You know, they get to feed them. They get to treat them right for them to write well about them. What do you have to say about that?
Well, if I'm honest, while I was watching this morning with Phil and Ollie,
yeah,
the same question was thrown to that journalist that came up to defend the royal house, and
yes,
they asked him, why is it that you guys sometimes bash and bang with bad news about Meghan? What about the good things
she did
that was said? And he goes, oh, and Phil then asked her, oh, I can see that the good news doesn't sell. Like good things doesn't sell. What sells is the bad thing.
Yeah.
Of course. They give them money. Of course they bribe them to say things. Of course. If you follow the Diana's case, you will know.
It seems so similar to me. It seems so similar.
Very similar.
Very similar. And another problem Meghan had, from my own observation, is Meghan have the same attributes as Diana. She's loved, you know, at least by the Commonwealth, you know. So she looks more like a threat to the royal family. Yeah.
And Diane said it.
Yeah.
Diane said it on her interview. I will find the link and I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Diane said they see me as a threat.
Yes.
They see me as someone that I don't follow rules. I follow people's hearts.
Yes.
I want to be queen of people's heart and not queen of this country.
Yes.
They're never gonna make me a queen. He said he won't complain.
And I would say, I would categorically say too that for me, for you to be in that royal house, I think you need to throw yourself out. You need to be out of who you are for you to survive over there. You understand? Exactly. If you're a truthful person, you don't have no business over there. If you want to speak the truth, it's more or less like African government. If you want to say the truth, do the truth. Don't be there.
But it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that. But hey, yeah, it shouldn't be like that.
They shouldn't be like that, really.
Because if you watch those that want to say their truth and do their truth, they don't make it. They don't last long. Look at Diana, for instance. Every other person is like a zombie. I'm sorry to say. You understand? They just follow along.
No, it's not right.
You know, everybody just follows along. We move here, you move here.
I don't even see that one as a human being. I just see him as a robot.
Yeah, they don't say nothing.
Never seen her like speak.
Yeah.
You know, boldly. Like stand. I don't know how to explain it, and I don't want to get on people's nerves or mark people's toes. But really, I am so glad that Harry made that decision.
Me too. Very proud of him. For me, I feel
so proud of him, and I pray that their union lasts forever.
Exactly what I've said. Exactly what I've said.
Happens to that union.
Yes.
You know, I'll be so heartbroken if
Yes.
anything happens to them and they're not together anymore.
Yes, that's my
Because-
prayer too, for them to have a very long-lasting, union.
It takes a lot.
The guy.
When I was watching the interview, I wasn't even looking at Meghan. I was actually focusing my eyes eyebrow to eyebrow to that Harry, and you can see pain in his eyes.
Yes.
You can see pain. He couldn't even look at Oprah straight on.
Yeah.
He
said he was trapped for a long time. He has been trapped for a long time looking for a way out. So here comes his family. Here comes his family.
One thing people don't know, whether Harry marries Meghan or whether he doesn't marry, anybody that Harry married would have been a problem. Because they have seen Harry that he possessed the same quality as his mother.
Exactly.
And
Now he marries a wife who behaves like the mother too.
Exactly.
So they were, it was a strong force. It was a strong force for them to contend with.
Would have been in the same hot soup as Meghan. No matter who Harry married. Let's forget about racial, black or this. The truth will be, Harry wanted out a long time ago.
And he didn't know. And he didn't know. He said he wanted a way out, but he didn't know how to. He didn't know the plan.
He always said that.
Yes.
When he went to army, he came out. He said he doesn't want to be there. He just wanted freedom.
Yes. Now he has a family. And when you have a family as a unit, you want to protect your family. It's like your personal possession. You understand? So
exactly. That was what their father is telling to do.
Yes.
On behalf of Harry.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I really applaud the young prince. I really so proud of him.
The death of a mother is more painful when you lost the father. You understand?
It's true.
Because if the cause was the other way around and Diana was alive, do you think Diana would desert Harry the way Harry's dad has done and not answering his call at the time of the need? Diana said, to hell with your rules and regulation. This is my son. I had him for 9 months. I know what he's passing through. Even as a mother, you will even want to take your own money and give them. You understand? At that particular time, Harry's dad, I blamed him for everything because he wasn't a father figure at all. Even if the queen or the institution said, oh, we're taking them out, okay, take them out, fine. I have my own personal money. I can send to my children. That kind of a thing. That's what he called fatherly love. But he didn't show it at all. And I thought he wasn't the one that is concerned about as she color. Because I know this British media, they will dig it out.
Yeah.
They must find the root of who said it. I hope, for his own good. I hope he's not the one that said it.
But I think we know who said it. We know, without being told, we know. It's just that you can see the fear. But I still notice that Meghan still have a little bit of fear in her. Did you notice it? There's still this fear of not saying some things, There's still this little fear in there.
I love that she did it, and I love the way she stopped. She didn't want to steal too much, and then her life might be in danger.
Exactly.
That, if anything happens to Meghan, it will be a war between Britain and US.
Yeah,
totally war, lockdown, fire.
At least we now know the truth. Unlike before now, we don't know what is actually going on. All the torchlight was just on Meghan. She had gone to the royal house to steal the prince.
That's why I got more agitated when people said, "Oh,
that she was looking for publicity." This is somebody with a name already. Exactly. What
do you mean by one-sided story? Meghan has trended in this UK more than 6 months. 6 months. Everything, anywhere you go, Meghan. It was all those allegations that he has come up and aired and defended in herself. Oh, that is not how it happened. This is what happened. A pregnant woman begging you to help her because of her state of health.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? If it's an ordinary people now, you gotta arrest them.
Well,
You
yeah.
gotta arrest them.
Did you notice that even her style of dressing became a problem for them? Even her style, the least thing that you would expect became a problem to the British style. She would dress like this. They would compare her with Kate. They say she's a street girl, she's a loose girl. It was the best thing that happened was leaving the place.
Remember that man in the Good Morning Britain. I hope now that Meghan has said his own side of it, I am waiting for her mouth. For his mouth. Oh,
for him, what he's going to say.
Meghan, Morgan, Pierre Morgan.
Okay.
He bashed Meghan every morning. It was so hard to listen to that man.
For me, I would say that the young lady was just bullied out of that place. That's what I would say. She was not bullied out of there.
Yeah, that's what. No. It wasn't bullied out, because if she has gone out by herself without Harry, then I would say that. No, she got what she wanted. She got what she deserved. Privacy, her own time to do what she wants, and a bit of money in her pocket. Who lose? Go there, you guys. And going home with Prince Harry.
Going home with the prince.
Guys, you know
we
what
have
I mean?
prince.
At the end of the day, she's happy.
Yeah,
she got her man.
which is the most
She
important.
a big girl.
Which is the most important. Being
want?
Happy was the most important.
What more could you want?
And they're expecting, don't forget, they're expecting a baby girl. So, woo, they're expecting a baby girl.
No, like Harry said, just me and my family, a boy and a girl.
And two dogs.
What more can you ask?
I'm telling you.
That was Harry's doing.
Did you see that? Did you see them picking? Did you see them egg picking from their farm? I was like, that's the life. They just wanted freedom. They want to live like normal people. Things that both of us don't value.
I don't know why some people are beefing about it and beefing about that.
Yeah.
She's a princess by marriage. You understand? That you can't take away. If you want to take away, you have to take away from Diane. So long as Diane gave birth to Harry becomes the prince.
Yeah.
And his wife becomes the princess. And that's why they don't want to understand that. Oh, yeah. you refuse the royal. Why can't you strip of every? She can't strip her princess. She's a princess by marriage.
Yeah.
So long as she stays married with Harry, she's a princess. Whether you like it or not, real loyalty or not, she's a princess. Take your security. They can afford security.
Yeah. So what are we going to quickly round this up? What are we going to say is our take home in all this Joe drama and saga, and what will I call it? What will you say is our take home? Because I would say that, like people always say that the grass is not greener on the other side. Because look at us, we want to be in the shoes of Harry, we want to be in the shoes of Meghan, and here they are with, you understand, with this kind of experience. So what will you say as we are normal people now? What do you say is our take home?
What I have to say, I might take out on this, whether you are a normal person, celebrity, royal or not. When you get to that point,
right,
that point of suicidal, please seek for help.
Yes.
Look for someone to talk to. Because we are saying this today because Meghan was able to talk to Harry. Could you imagine if Harry would have gone to that last engagement and left Meghan on her own? Could you imagine what Meghan would have done?
Yeah.
So whether celebrity, non-celebrity, royal, not royal, wherever, whenever you feel very low and got to that point of even thinking about it, please seek for help.
Right.
Look for someone you can talk to. Talk to your children. Talk to anybody that you feel that you have a little bit of confidence in. Yeah. Speak to that person. Speak up, because if Caroline had kind of had that courage Meghan had today, it would be alive. She would still be alive.
Yes. Right.
So please, this drama, whatever my take home is, if you ever in your anytime in your life feel this, that you're not valued, your life doesn't worth it anymore, please look for someone, pick up a telephone, speak to someone. Because once that is a bold step, and once you admit it, definitely it's a one step ahead.
Right.
And then get the help that you needed. Come on.
Right.
That's the only takeaway. If that could happen to Meghan, who am I?
It can happen to anybody. It's been happening to people. It's just that, it has been happening to people, but it's just that, how did you manage it?
All this charade and everything, the only thing I take away from this, from Meghan, that thank God she was able to speak to her husband.
Yeah.
And thank God Harry listen. And if you are anywhere out there, anybody actually trusted you enough to please and pick up his or her phone and call you and tell you such thing, please, I beg you, with anything you worship, try and help that person. Try and give a helping hand.
Yeah.
And that's it for me. With all this chalet, that's the only thing I've got to say. Stay safe, and keep to your mental health is more important, especially these our celebrities.
Yes, and women. Today is the International Women's Day. Mimi, today is the International Women's Day, so we also would like to narrow it a little bit to women. Women suffer a lot of mental health disorder. Some don't notice it, don't think it's normal. Even when you ask them to go seek for help, they think, oh, am I crazy? If it is in Africa, if you still go and see a psychiatrist, do I look like a crazy person to you? You understand? They wait until it is deep to the point of suicide, of committing suicide. You understand? So women especially, we will say, okay, please take care of.
On the women's international Women's Day.
Yeah.
I just want to stress out one thing. Probably we don't really talk much. Mental issue does not mean that you're mad or you're going crazy.
Yeah.
To go see someone, seek for help, could be maybe talk to someone about difficult. It could be a simple thing that's not for example, not being able to help your child with his homework could cause you stress. It could cause you a big, deep down your soul. When you talk about mental being or situation, it doesn't mean that you're mad. It doesn't mean that you're going crazy. No, you've got to that point that you felt that you don't get enough help, you don't get enough support. Speaking to someone else, even if it's your friend, you don't necessarily need to go out and talk to someone professionally. You can speak to your husband, and if you feel your husband is not listening, you can speak to your sister. Try and I so much love this International Women's Day. Yeah. Try kind of look for someone that you look up, a mentor, really.
Yes.
Someone that you feel that you can talk to. A mentor, really. You can speak to your mentor, and your mentor know exactly what.
Somebody you can confide.
You doesn't have to go to the hospital or check yourself in. No. Yeah.
They said the problem shared. Sometimes they say problem shared is half solved.
Yeah, by saying it alone, you've had a bold step.
Exactly.
So please, on this day, I urge every woman, anywhere, any part of the world you're listening to today, do not let it to be too late. Don't leave it like Caroline. Don't leave it. Take a bold step like Meghan. Speak out. Talk to whosoever that you look upon. It could be an outsider, it could be anybody. Pick up your phone. Speak, talk. That's a bold step. Admitting it is very hard. That's one thing people don't know.
Yeah.
Right? And as soon as that person says they are, you will see that you have actually removed a lot of burden in your soul by just talking, even if it's somebody that you don't know. You know what I mean? So it goes a long way. So don't be silenced like Caroline, or I don't want anybody to die any soon. Yeah. Be bold enough like Meghan. Take a bold step. Move out.
Yeah.
Look for some help. Get it done. And if it means that you need to check yourself in, check yourself in. And there's this, I don't know, this Apple Watch that I've got on, I always wear it. And sometimes it says, take a minute to breathe.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really take it serious, but I'm starting to do it. As soon as it rings in my hand and says, it's time for you to take 1 minute break.
You take
and
it.
relax, and I take it.
Yeah.
It goes a long way. Right?
Yeah.
If you don't have an Apple Watch, if you don't have a smartwatch, do it yourself. Take 5 minutes out.
Exactly.
Have a coffee. Go outside. Have a work.
Yeah.
Walk down the street. Get a fresh air in.
Yeah.
Especially this lockdown. Go out.
I was counseling Mimi. I was counseling somebody yesterday, and these were part of her complaints. She was always busy, from work to this to housework. And you know, one thing people don't understand about house chores is it don't finish.
I would say the women, especially women in this UK or in abroad. Yeah.
Yeah, house chores don't finish. You know, take time to take care of yourself. Take time, you know, to treat yourself right. Take time to even sleep. You understand? As a woman, you cannot do it all. And I said to her, the last thing I said to her, I said, if you die now, will those things not still remain? And the answer is yes. If you die now, those things will still remain. So just take a minute. If your body says I'm tired, take a rest. You understand? Because our bodies give us signs to say at this point I'm weak. Rest. Leave the choice. Leave whatever you need to do at that point and rest. You understand? So that you'll be strong enough to continue.
We the women, we don't listen to our body.
Yes.
That's what we call breaking points.
Yeah.
Right? When you go to a breaking point, my sister, relax.
Yeah.
Leave the house. Let it scatter. Leave the plate. Let it be full in the sink. If your husband or your kids can't help, leave it there. Go to bed. Sleep. Put your feet up.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing, and whoever knows me, you see, Saturdays, I don't joke with my Saturday. You can send me work Monday to Friday. I'll do it for you. But you see, Saturday, have my shower, put my feet up, watch my telly, do what I needed to do. Nobody's gonna mess my Saturday up.
Yeah.
Create time for yourself.
Exactly.
Even if it's 4 hours that day, go to movie. Do something that will elevate your heart, that will revive you.
If you're a shopper, if you like shopping, you go shopping. If you like shopping.
Because if you stop on something, if you die, your husband will marry the next 6 months I give you.
Sister, I need you to rewind. Say that again, because I keep saying it. I need you to see the last statement you just made. I need you to emphasize on it because I keep saying it. Say it again, sister. Say it again.
Listening to this broadcast. I am gonna be honest with you. No matter how you feel that your husband loves you, I have a good husband who loves me as well. But listen, the moment you die, the moment you're gone, I give that your husband 6 months.
6 months?
6 months.
You are very liberal. 6 months. 6 months is too big now.
Another woman bless you, and those your children that you feel that you love very much will have a stepmom.
I'm telling you, you're taking back to the village. Those in the village.
They will say that you will tell your husband that the children need to go and learn local language. They need to go back to Africa.
Yes.
Those kids that you feel that they are your jewel, they will go back to the village and they'll be the ones carrying the firewood down there.
Yeah.
So my dear, for the love of God, for the love you have of your children, have constant break. Get away. Have a work. You know? Take your phone out. Do what you needed to do. Because if you see, at the end of the day, you do everything. Our men, as soon as you get to your phone to have 10 minutes break on your phone, all the time you're on the phone, blah, 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 blah. I always like my husband, excuse me, I've been doing this since months, you didn't see it. Now I'm on the phone, you're coming on to say, why are you always on the phone? This is my me time, my me time. So I'm allowed to go on the phone, right?
Yes.
Me time is my phone.
Yes.
So do what you can, get away from it for kids stress, for food stress, for work stress, anything. Get away, have some time, have a break.
Yeah.
Breathing is very important. 1 minute breathing take it. It will save your life. It will save your soul.
Thank you so much, Mimi. You have said a lot. You have said a lot, but you have said a lot today, and I quite appreciate your contribution to this program today. I'm going to round this up because something happened last two weeks. I lost a friend, a female friend of mine, very, very, very close friend of mine. Her story is another story for another day. So, but I want to say, as today is International Women's Day, like Mimi said, Mimi is not being selfish. Me, myself, and I is not being selfish. If you need to take care of yourself, take care of yourself. If you need to love yourself, because like I used to say, Mimi, I cannot love you if I don't love myself. So I need to love myself so much for me to even have a little bit to give you. So if you need to love yourself very well, you need to do that, because you have to be alive to do some certain things. You understand, as a woman. And above all too, like women, and you know, there's some women that just want to chip this a little bit. If you're a woman and your husband is growing academically, financially, and you are sitting down, and we're sitting on one spot, you're not learning anything new, you are not contributing in any way, you're not doing yourself right, because you will not be able to treat yourself right. Because if you have to ask for that money, then you can't treat yourself right. You have to be financially independent for you to be able, you know, to liberate yourself from some certain things. So I will say, and I will call it a day with this. Thank you so much, Mimi. Thank you, viewers, for watching me. I'm seeing Ganiu, I'm seeing Patrick, I'm seeing a whole lot of people. But thank you so much. Miss Christy is on the line too. Thank you so much for being with me for this. The longest, this should be the longest live I've done, but I quite enjoyed it because of the presence and the contribution of Miss Mimi. Thank you so much, ma'am, and I appreciate it. From me to you, like I used to say in all my views, on all my videos, adios.